Hello and welcome back, everybody, to some more Reclamation. I am Towkn, and as you can see, I did move it. I did move it. It is now here, and of course, you know the best color to go with a blood altar is definitely white, right? You can also see some cows and some sheep back there. Anyways, let's just jump straight into what I did. I cleaned out all the hawthorn, right? Yeah, the hawthorn trees, and then turned them sideways, basically, or planted some more sideways. I got a couple more oaks, which we could probably take down to try and grow more. I definitely need to do something about that. So let's actually do something about that before anything else. Especially if I want to do stuff over there. I cleaned up this over here, made it a little bit flatter. Went ahead, dug it all up. Got some more birch trees, did some more alder. And yeah, and then of course the altar of rebirthing, I looked into that. I opened up the little book thing and it said you need to build this thing here, which has used bricks, some ancient planks, and then just some hay bales around it. With this, there's just a plain dirt block underneath there. And then I tossed the things on it I needed to get the sheep and the cows. So we now have sheep and cows. That's pretty much all I did. I mean, granted, in order to get all that the diorite I needed for that, I did dig out quite a bit more of our quarry area right there. So yeah. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff we have away real quick. I don't really need on me anymore. I'll go ahead with that. I also, yeah, I don't know, can't remember if this was here before or not, or if I went ahead and just did this afterwards. But yeah, I went ahead and upgraded the storage a bit so that it is a little bit cleaner. And yeah, actually, you know what? We're going to take these hay bales out, put them here, go like this, come here, shift red, shift click again, and then throw all of that clicked up in there. Somehow that double clicked, whatever. Go. I also put a couple of upgrades in here so that that can now have a much higher limit. Let's see, rotten flesh here. Red can go in here now. Okay, perfect. And then of course we don't need our wand, so we go in there. And I think we're good for now. Now we can get into what we need to get into. Of course, there's two things I want to get into really. One, of course, is getting over here so we can get into the Ars, which I mean, technically speaking, we could go ahead and make this tree because we just need a nature sapling and 10,000, or not an nature ancient sapling from nature's aura and 10,000 blood we could do, but we wouldn't really be able to do much with Ars without having lapis anyways. So yeah. But in order to even get to the lapis, we would need some coal dust and some other stuff. So we're gonna need this alchemy table. So this alchemy table needs stone, planks, gold, and dirt. Come over here, grab some planks out, grab the stone back out, grab the gold and the iron back out. Good now. It will go like that because I did go ahead and already make a blank slate. That way there, we now have this alchemy table, which I could bring over here. Because, yep, again, I did this and I went ahead and set it all up so that once we get to the next tiers and whatnot, tier 5 does go all the way down to here. If we have to go to there, we can do that. Of course, there's just a. Of course, that sets down sideways. Why wouldn't it? Boom, there we go. Have this here so we can move stuff here over to it. I do think I am going. I was gonna say I'm gonna waste this blood in. I don't know if I can get it back out of here. So like that, and then here, nope. Apparently not. So I'm assuming it's gonna lose the blood when we do this. So yeah, that over here, set it down there, and yep, it is empty now. So we would more. So let's go ahead and bucket on here. You're going to need it anyways, so bucket, put in there. There we go. There, boom, there we go. So now we have a thing of blood in there. But now we need to get into some alchemy here, which I believe we need one of our stones. I think we could probably, well, actually, I think the magician, I think we could get away with the apprentice here. So if I went like this and I threw that in there, I think we can get away with that for right now. But we need to make lapis, which means we need to make cutting fluid, which cutting fluid, we're going to need some coal dust. To get coal dust, we need 2 coal and a flint. So we can come grab everything we need for that by going in here. Let's see, we can open up this. I don't have any flint, do I? I do not have any flint. Okay, so let's grab out some gravel and I have a shovel on me. Then we're gonna need, I think it's probably in here. Yes, that. Yeah, okay. Although I do think I could. Do I have a gunpowder in here still? I do have a gunpowder in. Okay, so that's actually. Let's go ahead. I think I can. You know, before I even say this works, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, gunpowder can become flint. Never mind. So we have that. Okay, but we still need. We're gonna need some charcoal. So we'll come down in here and grab charcoal real quick. Run over here, put that there, break that, and put this on here, and the transmutation catalyst will turn it from charcoal into coal. I believe, anyways. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can do that. That'll give us the 2 coal we need to make the coal dust over there. Thing. We just need it, and then we'll go sleep, and then day. We could do that. Let's just put down here. That we should be able to come over here again, right? Click on this. Throw that and this in here. Let's see. So now, oh, okay, yeah. Actually, we need put life essence into herb. Putting it right here, right? Oh, is that how we have to do it? Okay, actually, yeah. Okay, never mind. So yeah, you shift right click to bind it to yourself, and then you could put it in. You get the life essence put inside of it. Okay, there we go. So now if I click, I guess not. I don't remember how to check that. Now if I do that, that should have some. I believe you can make like there's a different sigil you can make to check how much is in there. But I could do that, and that'll give the full sand. Okay, so now in order to get the cutting fluid, we're gonna need a gunpowder. Of course, we're gonna need a gunpowder, aren't we? We're gonna need a gunpowder and some other stuff, but we're also gonna need some of this plant oil, which I'm assuming we get with 2 potatoes and a bone meal, or 3 carrots and a bone. Let's just grab 3 carrots, 4, and a bone meal. I think there's some in here, right? No, of course we could also go ahead and extract filtered, get all this dirt out while we're there. Put it all in there. Go grab thing of bone meal. I'm gonna eat one of these carrots because we only need 3, but we need some food as well. Might as well eat one of them. Come over here where we can throw this in there. And that will make our plant oil. So we have plant oil, we have that. Now we need just going to need a bone meal. Or not a bone meal, oh man, I just said it a second ago. Gunpowder. We need a gunpowder, so we're gonna grab our iron wand back out real quick. Run up here. And just plant that like that. And then we're just gonna back like this, and then we will grab our excavator and hope we can get a flint. There we go. There's a flint. There's another flint. Perfect. All we needed. So grab flint. Now we should be able to bring it over here and reverse change this to gunpowder. Okay, and then we need a sugar, so we might as well break the sugar cane while we're standing here. There we go. And what else do we? A redstone. Don't remember if I have any more. Might have to make another redstone. Might suck to try to do. I don't remember if we have any blaze powder in there. Let's see if we have any redstone in here though. None in there. Definitely don't think we have any because it's been in that one up there. Okay, so redstone again. To make that, we would need. Trying to remember. In here we need the cinder power and our powder and the blaze stuff. So powder. So we here. Grab some of this. Run it up here. Feel like I should have some redstone somewhere. We break this. Put that down. That down. We'll grab this. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't think it'll activate it from over there. Boom, there we go. We could do that. That in there. And again, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a blaze rod still, right? So if I have a blaze rod still, then we'll be fine, but we might not. Is what do we have in here? That stuff. I don't think there's anything left in that one. Trying to remember where I might have put some of this stuff if I had it. I'm pretty sure I would have put it in here, but I don't see the blaze rod in there. So I might need to make another fell pumpkin real quick to get that. Yeah, 'cause that's books. That's that. That's that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need to make another fell pumpkin real quick. So for fell pumpkin, it is a bone, a string, a pumpkin, and a flesh, which also uses that gunpowder. But we need flesh, bone, string, and pumpkin. There we go. So that, bring it up here. Do this where we will put flesh. Pumpkin string, gunpowder. Yeah. Pumpkin string, bone, gunpowder. We are going to need this other flint turned into gunpowder as well. Then we can grab out one living rock. Oh wait, there's my blaze rod right there. Okay, never mind. That's fine though. We can still go ahead and make this pumpkin. Since it's already in the process of doing it, we do need to feed some more coal into those though. And then once that is done, we'll be able to summon the thing and do with that. It'll be so much better. Just because we'll have 10 blaze powder, we can use this blaze rod for something else, possibly. Okay, we'll put that on there. Get this. There we go. Okay, so then we just need our things, which might be out of as well. I think I might have used the last two already because I thought it would have been in here. Double check in, double check in, double check in. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna need to make another set of iron bars. So like I said, I'm pretty sure I used up all the iron bars we had. We go like this, and we grab this. We can just run down here where I built this page to be able to put this here and this here and that there. And then we could just hit him from here and not worry about doing that, which gives us, again, 10 blaze powder. Which we can then bring over, throw in there with this to get our redstone that we need. And that should be everything. I click on this here again. We have that. We just we need a bottle of water. Okay. We should have some bottles somewhere. Not in there. Oh, there we go. Bottles right there. So we can grab that and grab some water on the way. We're just go. Okay. And then this will let us put this in here. So we'll be able to go ahead, click on here, throw that in there, that in there, that, and this, the plant oil. That will give us the cutting fluid that we need in order to make our lapis. Right, then this can come here. This goes over into there. And then when we click on the lapis, we go to the arc recipes. We need a glowstone. I need a glowstone too. Okay, perfect. That's just gunpowder, which we can get again via whatchamacallit, the stuff. Trying to remember the there's a flint. There we go. Wow, this one gave us a lot of flint. Nice. Okay, so with that though, we could take this there, put that there, this over to here, or we'll throw that in there. Go over here to this and throw this in here. Grab out this redstone, bring it inside, put it away. We'll go ahead and put this away and this away. That that away. Come out here and hope we have at least 4 of these done. We can go like that to get another glowstone block, which apparently if you throw it into a thing, it'll disassemble it. Yeah, but that's whatever. Different color than it was before. We could do that with having this blood in here, cutting fluid, and the glowstone. We will get 9 left. Nice. Of course, there is a much further task here to get nether quartz as well. So nether quartz is an arc recipe, which is just going to be a single redstone and 500. If we use 2 redstone, we're going to need some more blood in here. I forgot about that. Eat as well. Eat real quick and put blood in here. Oh yeah, we're putting 260 per stab in here. There we go. So then we could throw a bucket in here. To a bucket of blood or life essence or whatever. But throw another bucket in there because we'll probably need another bucket of it. We can put that in there. Go. I think we needed a lot for the whatchamacallit, diamond and whatnot. So yeah. And that and get some more of it. While we're here, we might as well, right? Try and get as much in here if we can. I'm pretty sure you can like pipe that out of there into the thing. And if you could do that, then I could always just make a second blood altar. But like right next to it to be able to take the stuff out of and put right into it. But there we go. We now have what, 6,000 in there. So let's go grab that redstone again real quick. And with that, that'll let us take 2 redstone and turn it into a bunch of quartz real quick that we can use for something I'm sure of. Just go ahead and throw both of those in there to get what we can from that. Probably need quartz to, I'm assuming, to get amethyst something, right? Let's see. If I click on here, we click that. Click here to get amethyst from the arc recipe. We need a block of lapis. Well, that does suck because we only have enough lapis to make a block. But I guess we'll have to do it because we have no other real choice to get to the next part. And it's not like we can't just make more, right? Because I think I put enough in the thing to be able to get the whatchamacallit, right? So come over here, we go like that. Yeah, there we go. That's enough to get another 9 lapis. There we go. Because we had 8. What or 4? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Okay, but we could put that in there, that in there. That'll do that. And then in order to make the diamond, we need the amethyst block and 10,000 buckets. Currently have one bucket in there. Okay, so we're going to need to go like this and clean up some of this stuff here. Let's go ahead and eat. And we're going to need to get a bunch of blood down into there. Go. That's 4 buckets right here. So while I do this, you guys wait like half a second for me to come back. Okay, with 10,000 buckets of that in there, I should be able to go like this with the amethyst. Get the block of amethyst. Throw it in here. And get our first diamond. Of course, it sucks. In order to get diamond, you have to go with lapis to whatever to diamond. So that's a long process to get that. But that lets us complete this quest here and unlocks a bunch of stuff. So we have the budding amethyst. A renewable source of gems would be much appreciated. Thankfully, you can perform a special Wiccan ritual to turn a block of amethyst into its budding version. You can use blood magic's arcane ashes to draw a pentagram on your altar, giving it an additional 1.5 times boost to the total power capacity. I don't know what that means exactly. The instructions for the ritual can be found in the Reclamation ritual book. So I'm assuming that would mean we want technically all that stuff closer together, but I don't think we have it that close together. So let's go ahead, come down here and grab this and click on basic rituals and budding amethyst. This is what we would need to build. And it would need 4,000 power. But we can't do that yet. We're nowhere close to being able to get 4,000 power. Okay. So we're going to have to wait on that a little bit until I can figure out how to get possibly a thing. Now, the big question I have with this. So these saplings here, according to this, I mean, a block drop for that. It doesn't say that it can be gotten the other way, but like this is actually pretty cheap, right? So a dandelion, a poppy, and any seed. So I don't think I have either of those right now. Nope, but we can just open this up and go get one of each of those. From there, grab that, grab that. We can then grab any seed we need. We also need a single bone meal. Or not bone meal, whatever that was. We then need a 2 oak saplings and a seed of any type. So a seed of any type, we'll grab that. And we can grab 2 oak saplings, and our leaves are out there next. Have to worry about grabbing here. We'll go out there and grab a leaf. And you know what? We're going to actually just grab that whole stack and go like this real quick. Double that up and grab a new leaf. So, and then we will stand here, look this direction again, and say we need a tree sugarcane red. So red goes here. Sugarcane goes there. Tree goes there. And when we turn around, it is yellow leaf. Yellow leaf seed. So yellow leaf seed. And then we have the gold powder. I was about to say gunpowder, but it is gold powder that we will put down to get our tree real quick. Boom, like so. There we go. We do need bone meal, which again is not in there. Again, I missed my jump. Okay, so we'll go here, grab some bone meal, and eat our toast. And then come over here and grow that up to get some more ancient saplings. That way, there we can then take the ancient sapling. How much blood did we need in that? Well, we need another 10,000 blood in there. Okay. But once we get one, that's all we'll need. So that'll be fine. So we'll get over here and get this up to 10,000 again. It's currently at 2. So if I do this, that'll put it up to 5. So we're getting like, what, 3,000 full stack of hearts? I really should make that. You know what? I could do that, right? 'Cause, regeneration. And go in here and type in regen, right? There's botany brewing that, but actually, yeah, regular regeneration potion uses a gas tea. And we could put a soul soil on there. We could change it, put it on there, get that. We could then brew some regeneration potions. And that would technically make this a lot quicker because then we could regen probably quicker, right? But we're already almost at 7,000, so I think that time limit would take longer. So we run around and jump to get our food down, or saturation and whatnot down. Come up here and do that a couple times, and then do the same thing. Since we won't really heal, since we don't have any of the yellow saturation, it's just the hunger we have, Phil, so it doesn't quite as fast. There we go. We could do that. There we go. 10,000. We could put that in there. Let's just do it 2 more times for the fun of it. Make sure we have plenty, and then once that is done, we will have our first arch tree, which we can then plant and grow to be able to then make more arch trees to be able to get, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We now have our blazing archwood. Bring that over here and plant it right here. Then grab some bone meal, throw it up. Boom, there we go. Darn, I was hoping we could that without having to climb up the tree. Oh well. There we go. We can do that. 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 Do that. Apparently I'm way off there. That. And with this gives us a lot of wood as well. Plus it gave us a lot of sapling. Lot of saplings. Okay, and then what we could do with the red saplings, if we press U on that, we could either make one of these essences, right? Try to get the blue one, or with the catalyst under it, we could throw it in there to get one of the yellow ones. We come over here and go boom to get a yellow one. To do the same thing with here, and of course I am actually going to one sapling there. We will place one of those there. Here to place this here. Okay, hopefully that grows in less than 6. Did, so yep, we're good there. Go like that. And get up here and do the same thing with this one so we get some more yellow saplings. There we go. And with that, we ended up, I mean, we didn't get as many yellow saplings as we did red ones, but that's fine because we only need one. So now if I go ahead and plant that, we have that. Now if I press U on this, we take it and turn one of them into a green sapling. You know what? If I change two of them and then we go to this one here, that'll make the blue one too. Might as well. Might as well. Then we could take the green one, plant it there, and then take the blue one and plant it there. And there we go. Now we have all the arch trees. I believe there might be another one. I don't know for sure. But we have the main ones: the red, the green. Actually, I think there's a purple one too, right? So purple one might be gotten from the blue one. So let's go ahead and get some more bone meal. Boom, like so. We will then take these extra saplings and put them in our sapling box, like so. And come out here and grow both green and blue. There we go. There's green grown. There's blue grown. Okay, perfect. Then we can mine out green. Like so. There we go. I think our iron axe thing is going to break here soon. Go like that. Break that one. Break that one. Break that one. Get all of these. And then we're just going to use actually our single axe to break these ones. Just save the bulky one for as much as we can of the blue one. Plant this again right here. Then I am going to go like this real quick. Boom. So that up there. That up there. Hopefully don't have to take down this we might have to take down which is fine. But you know. I mean, we don't really have to. Probably could leave it up, but yeah. We're just going to take this down as well. There we go. That'll clean all that up. And then, of course, we'll leaves here. Clean all that up. There we go. And then we will take our blue sapling and place it back down right there. Perfect. Perfect. Nope, it goes one more over. There we go. Okay, and that'll give us all of those, and I'm assuming there might be a purple one from this, right? Yep. We could do that. And bring the purple one over here. I am just going to actually put back this way. Grow it up. And then I think before we even do anything, let's just go make a new, do I have, yes I do. I can just do it right here. Go like this. 1, 2. And misclick there. There we go. We got ourselves a new broad axe so that we can run over here and take out this purple. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. There we go with that. That one. That one. Boom. There we go. Just single do these ones because why not? And that will give us a lot of purple trees too. Perfect. And with that, we can plant it right there. And then we'll have more of those when we need more of those. Of course, the thing that's nice about the arch trees is they're not super massive, but they still do give a whole lot of wood that we could then turn into charcoal if we need to later. But now we need to click on this, get this. Of course, the imbuement chamber. Let's see, because source is innately intertwined with life essence. Using an already magically resonant tree with life essence should produce. Okay, so that's you can convert between the 4 types of saplings using and there's technically five types. You have red, blue, green, yellow, purple. Anyways, now we can start working towards source gems, which means we need a imbuement chamber, which means we need to take some of this here and turn it into that there. So then we can click here and this here to get an imbuement chamber. Of course, the imbuement chamber can just be used as itself. So we're going to bring it here, or we could put this here, put that there. And then we could put that in there. And if we had a source thing nearby, which actually this here might end up, I was gonna say might end up getting moved here to up here, but now it's just gonna stay here. That'll take a little while, but that'll give us the source gem. At first, you'll slowly imbue stuff until you get source, and then of course, once we get generating source, we can get any source link. Which I believe for us, I'm not actually sure what the what the mycelial does. I'm assuming something to do with mushrooms. Maybe, who knows? There we go. Boom. We now have a source gem. So we click here to get this, which gives us 4 more source gems, which is nice. We go here, and to make a source jar, we need some planks and some glass. So we will run in here and just click on that. There, we'll get the. I just automatically assumed it was going to go down there for some reason. There we go. We could do that. And we get some glass out of here. So 1, 2, which will let us make a source jar. And then we needed any source link, which again, I'm pretty sure we're just going to start with the agromatic one, which is going to be the easiest one. We just a thing of wheat for that, which I think we're going to have to run out here. Grab some from there because put some in there. Didn't think about cleaning that one out. But we can now go ahead, go like that. And there we go. We now have a way to get source. Again, I can now bring this right here. Put the source jar right there. Agromatic link on top of it. We are going to come over here and we are going to actually break that and break this. Bring them over here. Like so. We'll go like that. That there. Then of course what we could do is we could come in here and grab our watering can, which I did upgrade to the inferium one, because the thing that's nice about like the inferium one compared to like the other one, I have to hold it down, but the inferium one, you just look at it. But looks like I could just sit here Was that one just not fully grown? Okay, it might not have been fully grown, but I can sit here and just go like this and collect carrots and just grow it. When they grow, ooh, ooh, do these ones not feed? Ooh, okay, so those ones don't feed it. Okay, that sucks. That means we are going to need a couple of normal seeds, or what we could possibly do is go like this and say 2 buckets of this real quick. And then we could just go like right here and dig up area. We'll go like this, put that there, go like that. Dig up this area where we can put down this. I'm going to assume I can plant stuff on there. Well, let's click on this real quick, and we're just going to go ahead and throw all this artwood there. And I'm going to assume I could plant sugar cane on here. You can. Perfect. Okay, good. If I could do that, and then I could go like this, and this should grow the sugar cane. Maybe it can't grow on this. Maybe it can't grow on this. Okay, so we would need to replace all that with dirt. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead though, if that's the case. Jump out of here. Get water and water. That there. Dig that up. Going to need to go get some dirt. That is actually dirt. I could probably use sand as well. I'm not actually sure. You know what? I want to check something. I doubt it's in here. SNA. Didn't think so. So we could do that. That we can then grab the dirt, which is in here. And we could sleep through the night. Just because. And then what we could do is we could run up here and place. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and break those two as well. Place this down like that. Will let me go like this. And then that should grow on dirt though, right? Maybe, maybe not. I just lucky with how it grew before. And it doesn't actually grow with the watering can. Right there it goes. Wait, you just yeah, you click it like that. Okay, there you go. Maybe I was lucky with it just growing before. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be growing. There it goes. It grew. It grew. It grew. But you can see now it's got those little ink or whatever things that flew into here. And if we look inside of here, now you can see it's 1% full. We now have some source in there. Okay, perfect. So we could at least do that, and that could just go as it is for now, and we'll be fine. Yeah, okay, so let's put that in there. Let's see, quartz, diamond, this stuff here will all go in there. Gold powder can go up in here. The iron bars go down in here. Wood went in this one, so we'll put the wood there and there. Then we'll hit B and grab out all of that wood. Put it in here. We can then click on this, and then what we could probably do though is grab regular wheat seeds. We could probably bring those up and plant regular wheat seeds like right here. And these, as they grow, will send source into the thing. And of course, they're going to grow much slower than the other ones do, but that is completely fine. The slower these grow, each tick, like the other ones over there, they go up like 40% at a time or something like that. But since these, each time they go up, do that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. And then we could always just come and then harvest them. Gives us wheat and more seeds, then plant down more seeds. And we could always just make a second farm for this as well. But you can see just doing that got it up to 6%. So yeah. And then of course, we can do something to void the seeds out later and go from there. Anyways, with that, we now have this ability to generate this. So now there's a couple of things that I would love to try and do. Okay, so one of them is going to be making the Drigme charm, which again, we're going to need a Drigme in order to do that, but we also need to give that like a Wilden claw, don't we? Ugh. Or the Wilden, or whatever, which kind of sucks. I wasn't thinking about that until just a second ago. But I was thinking we could totally do that, get the Drigme, and then we could capture like one of those husks inside of it, or inside of a containment jar. We could do the whole containment jar. We get a husk and a skeleton inside of one, and maybe even a creeper. And with that, we could have the Drigmes farming drops from them, which will give us, more bones, more stuff like that. And then of course we'd have them doing that. But I don't know if we could actually really go about doing that yet. But we do need to go, I think, for the storage lectern. So we are going to need an enchanting apparatus and an arcane core. So we are going to need some source stone, which is going to be that. So let's go ahead, go down here and grab some of this, where we come up here and do anything with this to make that. Then we just need some gold. So we'll grab our, we only have one gold. Have one gold right now. Ooh. Do we still have any blaze powder in here? Do we have 4 blaze powder in here, which means that we can take it out of here and put it in here to get some more of this what you call golden thread stuff. Don't know. I'm pretty sure I used all the stuff I had before. The brilliant fibers. That's what it is. Then we could bring it into here where we find our. There's no way I used all of it, right? Is it in this thing then? It is. Okay, there we go. And I don't know why I'm going in there. Go like this to get 3 of these to then put them right here, here, right here. If we then click on this, we can see the pulse spreader does still have some stuff in it, so we're fine with that. We are going to put our watering can out here because okay, then we can come in here and we can throw that in there. But yeah, once this is turned to gold, we can do so. Let's make sure we have other stuff we need. There's 26 in there, 14 in there, which means I just put more in there because we'll need at least 15, I think. Okay, so we go like this. We need to eat. Then we can put buckets away, or buckets of water away. There we go. That'll change. That'll change. That'll change. Then we could just hit that a couple of times and whatnot, because it still has some stuff in it. There we go. And we have 3 nether gold. We can either just turn that into straight into things, or we can just bring it down here. Put it in there. Grab out a coal. Or technically 2 coal. And we'll turn this into the gold sulfur real quick, because we're still nowhere close to being able to do the other thing. What to do, but that gives us 15 of that we could put in there. Put that in there. I actually don't know still how many each coal does. But oops, I want to click on this, not that. Once we get 1 more gold, there we go. We can now come up here and click on this to make our arcane core. And then we just need the last thing, which is the enchanting apparatus, which uses the diamonds that we got. Okay, so we will need to use that diamond we got. And we will need to use gold. Let's go like that. Grab out the gold. Click there. We'll throw one of these up here to get that. Then we can click on there to get to the enchanting apparatus. And then we can bring this out here, where we will put down the arcane core right there and the enchanting apparatus on top of it. Then we'll grab that there and go like so. There we go. Sure. Okay. So with that gave us this quest. That's that. We do need to make the ritual brazier as well, which is going to require a lot of that. But we are also going to need the arcane pedestals, I believe, to make use of this thing to make the storage lectern once we actually get to the point of making the storage lectern. If we click on this, because yeah, this is going to use the enchanting apparatus with chests and a bookworm charm. We're going to need at least 4 pedestals for that, and then we need 1 for ritual brazier. So we are going to need, see, so we need 4 plus 1, so that's 5. So we're going to need at least 5 times, so we're going to need at least 20 stone. We don't have enough things for, and I don't know why I'm not making more. Go ahead and grab this and run it up here and put it in there. And of course, that should go a little bit faster because it'll suck that out of it. Yeah, as you can see, it'll do that. And yeah, anyways, we need to come over here, click on this, shift click on this. We are going to have to use all 3 to make those. How much of that we're going to need. Okay, so now it's just going to take some time to get this source stone going at a convenient rate, because we don't really have a massive set of stuff. But now we just need, in order to get 4 of these, we need 4 of those, and then of course in order to get 1 of these, we need a 5th one plus 4 more, so we're going to need 9 of these, which we don't have enough of this, which means we're going to need to make some more glowstone, which I'm pretty sure means we need to make another fell pumpkin, which is also going to need another bone. Or, you know what? You know what? We'll do it. Um, actually, because what does a potion of strength need? Yeah, let's see. Strength. Oh, there we go. So a potion of strength uses. Okay, so it still uses blaze. Regardless, we're gonna have to get blaze powder. Pretty sure a potion of strength would be faster though than the other method. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and throw that in there. Because we need to make at least one more glowstone block, which means more gunpowder and 2 more blaze things. So let's see. We need to get 3 gunpowder. And again, we don't have the gunpowder. So we're going to need to do some stuff to get the stuff that we need. So I think I will have to go do that real quick, and we will come back to that. There's that going. That'll give us the thing we need to be able to do that. Of course, I can't jump that far, which sucks, but whatever. Well, that's making glowstone. We will go back over here. Pop that out. Did put 1 gunpowder here, which yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it there. I was gonna go ahead and do that, but then I'm like, wait, I don't have bones, I don't have this. We're gonna need a lot of other stuff. So let's go ahead do that. Then we'll put this in here to get our more lapis that we can make it into stuff. And while we're doing this, you know what? Let's grab our watering can back out. We could literally just sit here and go like this and let this stuff go to kind of help process a little bit. And we could just boom. That'd be nice. There we go. So 2 of those over there. You can see it shooting, and as it's shooting, you see that little thing leap from it over to it. You'd be speeding up that process quite a bit. There we go. We can harvest that. That one in there. Run over here. Oh man, we didn't put any blood in there. Fail. We don't have a full bucket of blood in here, so let's go with this. Oh man, that's the problem with not being used to how some things are not playing some mods quite too often. I didn't even think about the fact that it didn't have blood in it. Okay. Either way, this is almost done. I don't think I really need to worry too much about coming over here and doing this because it'll probably be done before it even uses it. Okay, but we're at 6 of the 9 we need. Come over here. Grab this. We could do 3 more. And then, of course, we're just going to come over here to this and let these 3 here, 4 here grow, right? That one grew. Of course, I don't know why these other 2 grow, right? One I'm looking at specifically, growing much slower than the other one. There we go. That's gonna even that one there. 80. This one grew all the way up before this one even grew once. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that one's gonna grow all the way too. But let's see, we're at 2% there, so we can go like that. Up that 2% like instantaneously. Okay, and with that we have our 9. Come over here where we will make a source gem block thing real quick. We need some more nuggets real quick, so we'll go like that. Where we can then this, we get 5 of these. We will then click on this to get 1 of these. We can put this here, 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 and here. And the ritual brazier right there. So they need some food. Guess why not? Okay. Now, if we click on this, we can click on this, get that experience. We can then click here. And in order to get the bookworm charm, we need to do the ritual of awakening with a book and quill. Which means we need to get a book and quill, which means we need to get a book and a quill. I believe is black dye or an ink sac. Well, we could just make black dye. Okay. Then we'll come down here where we will grab a thing of leather, sugar cane, and a feather, because I'm pretty sure we need the feather. The sugar cane will then become paper. The paper will then become a book, which will then become a book and quill. No, it does have to be an ink sac. Ooh. Or actually, if I go like this and we click on that. Okay, so yeah, it does have to be an ink sac. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, we're still fine. It's not like it's going to be hard to do that, but it just means now we have to do something else. So we'll have to come up here. We'll come over here. Oh, press R, or not R on that. Oh, press U on that. Come over to this. I'm going to click on this. A on that. But then we go like this and we find the one that is a squid. Is a black petal and a blue petal. Okay, so we grab this out. Go ahead and go like this. Let's make, actually, you know what? We could just come over here, click on this, grab a black flower, blue flower, make a thing like that. Go like that. There we go. And then we just need an egg, which we'll get as soon as we wake up in May. Then we will be able to summon a squid that we can get rid of to get ink sac. Okay, right. So you come up here, jump in here, get an egg. And we'll come over here to this. We'll throw that out, that out, that out, and that out. That will summon a squid, which we can then come over and do that to get our ink sac. We also got a calamari, which I'm pretty sure we can. I forgot we had toast in there. Throw in there to make a cooked calamari. Now go like this. Click on there. Click on this to make the book and quill. And now we just need the ritual of summoning or whatever. So, this need our ritual of awakening, which is this one here, which needs apparently 4 more source gems. Yeah. Okay, so with that, I mean, we do have enough to do it. It's just a lot more of this we need to do. So let's go ahead and go like this. And get those 4 source gems real quick. Okay, now we come down here and grab our one thing of green wood that we need. One of each sapling that we need, which I believe was just red, purple, green, and not yellow. And then we should be able to come over here and click on this. And there we go. There's our Tablet of Awakening. Now we could run up here where we will put the Tablet of Awakening in there. Take the book and quill and put it in there. And then right click to run and get our bookworm charm. Nice. Now we just need to make our lectern thing, which again is going to be a bookworm charm. Means we're going to need another one and 3 chests. Put that there. And we will need 3 chests of any type, which we have just 2 of right there. So let's just go ahead and grab out a stack of ever and make some chests that we can then bring up here and place down 1, 2, 3. And then along with that, we also need a lectern, right? Yeah, which is going to be a bookshelf, which is going to require 3 books and stuff. Okay, there we go. We can do that. I did make 4 books, which does also mean I need to. Right? No, I didn't make 4 books. I had the ability to make 4. Need the go like that. Give me the 3 books. And put the extra chest in there. Grab out some of those. Then we can. Horrible. Wow. Very horrible mouse work right there. But we go like that, and then we are going to need these slabs as well, so we'll go like that. Then be able to make ourselves the lectern. We could then run up here, do this. No recipe found. Wait, really? What is it? What are you talking about? Click on here. There are oak chests. Is it gonna? Those chests apparently not gonna work for some reason. I guess not. So let's go ahead, pick them all up, and then we'll make some regular chests, I guess. So let's go ahead, open this up, grab that out. Doubt this is gonna work, right? Yep. So, go that, that there, go like this. And that doesn't let us make a chest like. Okay, figures. Okay, so if that's the case, let's grab out the hawthorn. Throw it up there. Do that. Do that because that'll give me regular chests, which I could then bring over and place there, and there, and then put that there, and then it'll work. And that'll give us the storage lectern. Like so. There we go. So we now have a storage lectern, which we can come down and put right there. But we really can't do anything with it yet, because we don't have any way to do anything with it yet. Because we need to make another thing, which means we need more leather. Can we get leather in the mana pool converting? Yes, we can. Also, So we go like this. I'm going to bring this rotten flesh up. And then just make 10 real quick because that was easier to do. Come over here and grab some more sugar cane so that we can make some more books. So that we can make another book and build. Boom. And shift click this. That. Shift click this. Get that. But then we still need more of the source stone, don't we? Yep. Which means we need to make more. That's a lot of stuff to make. That's a lot of stuff to make. Okay. Well then, glowstone. Is there going to be an easier way to make glowstone? Let's find out. I doubt it. ELOW. So this glowstone could be made like that. It's weird that that's in there like that, but I think that's the facade stuff, right? Maybe. Could do that. That. There's no way to really make glowstone blocks other than turning yellow wool into glowstone via antimatter and power. Yeah, which we can't do yet. So we go up here to glowstone dust, which we get glowstone essence. Would work, but I don't think we're close to that yet. We can get glowstone from mana infusion, which again, basically just taking a glowstone from there to there. Of course, if we had a conjuration catalyst, we could double it. How do we make this? Okay, we can't do that yet. Never mind. We'll click on that. Of course, centrifuge from this. Complicated bees. The apiary of a ghostly bee or an infernal bee. Or a spectral bee, so I'd have to figure out how to do that. Crusher, same thing there. It says we could do it with the infuse. Okay, yeah, so it's crushing it down to there, crushing it down, crushing down, crushing it down. Potion of night vision in cinder flower. A potion of night vision still going to require would require me to do this to get that and put in a golden carrot, which I could do. That's just a lot of gold. That I think really the best way is just going to be still doing it inside of the distillery for now, using blaze powder and gunpowder. And of course, we do have gunpowder in there. We just don't have any blaze powder in there because we're going to need to do another fell pumpkin thing, which again means we need to get another bone. Let's see if we're going to need string. We're going to need the pumpkin. We need flesh, bone, and gunpowder. We'll need to go grab one of those gunpowder out of there, but then we'll also need flesh and a bone. Actually, gunpowder we already have on there. Need a bone now. Means going and fighting a skeleton, which we always love doing. Grab our shield this time, I think. Wherever I put it. This one. Yes, it is. There we go. It is not in extremely good condition, but it is in a better condition than nothing. So let's go see if we could find a skeleton that's not going to hey, I can kill you real quick because I have fancy stuff there. Let's go fight him if he doesn't disappear. You know, there's a lot of times these mobs like to disappear. Of course, while we're over here, we might grab. There's some more copper we could just grab as it is, so that we're not. Boom. Nope, missed. Boom, there we go. Boom, hit you. Boom, there we go. Nice. And you did not drop any bone. No, you did. You dropped a bone. Perfect. Perfect. That means we can now just run back to the house and sleep. And I didn't grab that copper because I wasn't thinking about it after I got bone. Oh my goodness, why are there so many of these guys out here? Holy crap. Ah, jump. Jump. Come on, let's. I can't go that way. I can't go that way. There we go. Get over here. Ooh, there we go. Get down. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the shield off. There and sleep. Perfect. 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 Okay. Now, because we do food as well, let's go ahead and eat. There we go. We can then come out here. Those guys, I think, will all stay way over. Yeah, okay. So now, again, we go like this. We need pumpkin on there. And of course, this guy's not obeying the rule, staying away. Of course, he's probably going to break my axe. So I'll use the other one. Does the same damage. So why not? My goodness, really? Really, dude? Figured you would have been dead by now. Boom, there we go. Okay. So now we need flesh string and bone. Flesh, bone, string. Of course, now we have one with like bronze armor or something. Luckily he's not quite as strong. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. There we go. Replant that. Um that's nowhere close. I'm gonna go ahead and just take stack. You know what? Just take this stack of sticks. Get out. I'll burn those sticks. That's doing that. We're gonna come over here. I see probably some bones over here we want to get. Yes, nice. There we go. Perfect. Skeleton over here is on fire, which means taking damage. Boom. Nice. We get some more bones. Perfect. So while that's doing that, we can now run back over here. Open this up. Take that out. Go like this. Go like that. Really, that burned all those sticks and still wasn't enough? Okay. Fine then. Here's some wood too. I figured 16 sticks would be just enough. Apparently it was not. Okay, but there we go. We can put that there. That to get our fell pumpkin. We could then come down here and grab bars again. Because yep, sadly this is a lot of work just to do this, but whatever. There's probably a much easier way to do it, but who knows about it? I don't. Um, yeah. Actually, I was like, run this way over there. No, this goes into here, where that'll give us enough to get another bit of stuff. But let's go ahead. We can take this bone over here. We can throw this bone on here. We can throw this flesh on here. We can throw this extra pumpkin on here. Don't have a gunpowder, which does suck, and I think that was our last string that we had in. You know, we have string in here. We could throw that string in there. Do I still have? I do. I have this on me. So if we can get another another flint real quick so we can go like, that was way too much. There we go. Boom. That, because I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. Come on, one flint, one flint, one flint. There's all we needed. Perfect. So we can now run it down over here and here to get the gunpowder to put in there. I don't think I have any more burnable stuff on me, so let's here and grab that. Throw it down there to go ahead and turn fast enough. There we go. Grab that out of there. We just want to get a bunch more whatchamacallit while we're at it. We are also going to need to get another bucket of stuff. That's ready, so we can go like that. Give us the felt pumpkin. We need bucket. Hoping I still have over 1,000. I do not have over 1,000 in here, so we're gonna have to do that. There we go. There's over 1,000 in there. I can put it there. Throw that in there. Come back up here and grab this once it's done. There we go. And then we could do that so there's another 1,000 in there for later. As long as it doesn't drain out. Sometimes it likes to drain out. There we go for this. We also are going to need the Dominion wand, aren't we? I forgot about that. Oh, this gives us a bookworm charm. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. We might still need this for the Dominion wand or whatever it's called. Exactly. So we'll go ahead and run down here real quick, and we will click here. And we'll type in wand real quick. Click on this, and we still need. So yeah, we need two things. So, and I don't know if we might have one going. I don't remember. There was one going. Okay, that's fine. So perfect. There we go. And that is done again in an enchanting apparatus. So let's go ahead and grab both of these, where we'll put that there and that there. We're gonna need gold and a stick now. Come down here, grab some wrong button, grab some gold, and then grab a stick. Okay, then let's go ahead and put some of this other stuff away. That would go in here. I don't really think there's much else that goes in here. Rotten Flesh, the book, that go in there. Let's see. Lapis will go here. Food and seeds all go in there. We only need one gold on us, so we'll put the rest of the gold in there. That goes in there. This goes in here along with the slabs. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we click that. We can put that there. We can then put that there. We come over here, hit F5 a couple of times, and F2 to get our screenshot. There we go. Grab our gravel back. I'm wondering, can I just make flint? No, okay. Didn't think so. I was gonna say I probably would have been. It would have been nice, but I didn't think that mod that lets you do that was in here. Okay. But now, if I go ahead and I grab like this bookworm and we put this bookworm in here, I can shift click that, click there, that, click there, click that. And we can put 8 of these per bookworm. There we go. So that's 8 inventories added to it. I want to put the rest of them added to it. I do need to make another bookworm. Would mean I need to make another thing that is the thing, right? Grab 4 of these. Go ahead and grab 1 of each tree, because that's what we needed. Go like that. Grab 1 of these. Go like that. And we will go ahead and get these up like so. And I apparently put my watering can away. I don't remember doing that. Where's it at? In here? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, on other note with watering can, right? One thing I did with this thing just a second ago, because we know how we were doing wheat. I was like, you know what? I could actually do carrots, and then I just get straight food, and I don't have to. I don't have to get 2 different items and get like 15 billion seeds like it likes to give with the wheat. Like, harvest 1 wheat. It's like, here's 1 wheat and 10 seeds, and you're like, why is there 10 seeds from this wheat in 1 wheat? So by doing it with carrots, I can get a 50 billion carrots, and that'll be just fine because I could use carrots for multiple different things. I could do that. I could put a carrot on a stick. We could use it to turn golden carrots later. Oh, we can make rabbit stew with it. We can make veggie salads. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, we might be able to make carrot juice out of it. Yeah, just go ahead, grab that. We'll go like this. Put that there, and that's got a bunch in it already, so that should take not much time at all. As you can see, it's already done. Although it is now nighttime, so we might not be able to get the other one going unless we don't have any good light sources. So let's go ahead and make it daytime and get rid of the rain as well, because again, don't know what it is about Minecraft since like the last maybe 6 major editions, since like point maybe yeah, since like 118 or something like that. Um, but I think like since then, it's like it just seems like worlds just rain constantly. Yeah, there we go. So now we got this. Put that in there. Grab the second bookend quill, put it in here, click done, right click again. Get our second bookworm charm. Run it down here. Put a second bookworm on there, and then that will let me add even more storage. Now, the one thing it does suck about adding storages like this into here is they are not going to like if I throw anything in here, like so if I click on here and I was like, yeah, let's throw this gravel in here and throw these carrots in here, they're just gonna essentially throw it in like the closest inventory first. They're not gonna throw it in any way that I can organize and know exactly where it is, because you can't, as far as I know, you can't like force them to put like food items into one thing. Like, oh well, what's a food item? But what I could do now is I could go in here, and anything we need, we can type in if we need to, and we can also craft now. So with that, I think that's going to be it for this one. This one is a bit shorter than the other ones, probably. But I think what our plan for next time will be We will see about possibly getting this amethyst thing. What's this tainted? With access to gems, you can make a tainted blood pen, when which you can then infuse with regeneration. This makes poking yourself for life essence much more bearable. Prismarine can be made through either creates haunting or nature auras. Okay, so we'd be able to make this tainted blood pellet, and then yeah, that'll give us regeneration as well. Okay, cool. But if we can get the amethyst going so we can get more diamonds easier, be good. And then of course we want to start going down this mechanism route. And of course there's a thing here with being able to do some mana. So what I'm thinking we might want to do as well is make a automatic planting machine from like make something that can like automatically plant trees, and then we could use that to do that. And then what I'm thinking as well is all this Botania stuff. So we have this here. We have of course water and all this stuff and this and all this crap that's right here. I'm thinking what I might do is move all of it to up here. Of course, the thing that does suck about that is I want to be able to turn all of this into grass, and that's a lot of work because I still haven't figured out exactly how to get this this thing here to transform the world yet. I need to look into that still and figure that out. But once I can figure that out, we can do that. And yeah, I think that's about all for this one. Then we have again a fully functional altar with a fully functional alchemic reaction chamber thing. We got our stuff going. Of course, we do need to find a better way of making glowstone, which I have a feeling is going to, or not glowstone, but blaze powder. If we go here, of course, if we were able to get to this thing here, this conjecture catalyst, we could always just duplicate everything. But again, if we go here, not there, here, potions of night vision, we were trying to make this blaze powder. So blaze powder we get from that is apparently a byproduct of a devilish queen bee, which we could work on that. Stamping, so one blaze rocks. Okay, so if you used a stamping thing with just a flat stamp, you get 4 per instead of 2 per, which is nice. And then of course the nature's infusing altar, we get that too. Sure, I known that a second ago. But that would technically mean summoning a regular blaze would be better, and I don't remember what summoning of regular blaze took. If we go here and click on this, that's a thing here, which is this here. Okay, yeah. So this was the fuel, the hint of rebirth, the rune of fire, and still spell pumpkin. I don't know if that's really that much better, but if we could do that and we could get some stuff going to where we can just start making potions inside of create, we could do that, and then that'll probably help us make blaze powder, or not blaze powder, redstone, and whatchamacallit for now. But again, we also do have, if we can go up this route here, Terra Steel, which Terra Steel is going to require this, which requires all these runes, and yeah, stuff, lots of stuff. Okay. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please enjoy your day, night, do whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. As always, force your friends to watch. We will come back next time where I'm probably going to go down the mechanism for now. Going down the route here where we will go with the making osmium to making mana flux so we can make power from mana to making steel that we can make some basic machinery to make power from it. And then we can do other stuff from that. Yeah, and then of course, once we do that, we can go down this route to get to our AE, which I was going to say I think is our big thing, but no, it actually looks like our big thing is Reclamation roll credits. So that's all that's left to do is just get all the way up to here. Note the ritual void. So I'm assuming we're gonna need. Okay, yeah, because we're gonna need to go up this way. We're gonna need a Gaia spirit, the aspect of will stuff, and a tier 5 thing. That's still gonna take a while. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot left to do, but there is still a whole lot left to do. But yeah. Until then, peace out. See you later.